Lunar Alliance. Late at night, under the endless Kazakh steppes filled with stars, a sudden alarm echoed through a research center near Baikonur. Ermek Zholdasov, the project director, froze as he stared at the screen. The signal came from the moon, where the newly established international base, Aspang, was supposed to be silent. The Tengri Yue project was the result of a decade-long secret collaboration between Kazakhstan and China. No one was supposed to know about it until the base was fully operational, but now someone, or something, on the moon seemed to be reaching out. Ermek called the control room. It could be a communication glitch, he said, hiding his unease. Deep down, he knew there was no such thing as a random signal from the moon. Two astronauts, Igor Tasova from Kazakhstan and Zhang Wei from China, were the first to land on the Aspang base. Their mission was groundbreaking. Instead of rivalry between nations, they were starting a new era of cooperation in space. But just as the base became operational, things started to go wrong. "Check the signal source," said Zhang, focused on his console.
Booster mission liftoff.
It's
Space shuttle
strange.
Discovery.
It feels like
taking the space station
someone
to
is
full
trying to
power for
contact us.
full science.
Suddenly, a voice came through their
This is Mission
headsets.
Control Houston.
"Welcome." Igor jumped. She looked at Zhang, who seemed just as confused. "Let's trace it," Zhang suggested. The signal led to a location several kilometers from their base. After a brief discussion, they decided to investigate. The moon's surface was breathtaking and desolate. Their suits glimmered under the starlight as they made their way toward the mysterious coordinates. After an hour of walking, they saw something extraordinary, a massive structure that looked like an ancient temple. "This can't be natural," Zhang whispered. "Look at the patterns on the columns," Igor pointed out. "They look like Kazakh ornaments." As they got closer, Zhang noticed something too. These symbols, they resemble old Chinese characters. Suddenly, the temple glowed with a soft blue light. A doorway opened and the voice spoke again. "Enter." They hesitated but stepped inside. Meanwhile, Earth was in chaos. A whistleblower had revealed the secret of the joint lunar mission. The US and Russia were outraged. How could they hide such a large operation? An American senator fumed during a press conference. "This is clearly a threat," added a Russian official. Kazakhstan and China remained silent, refusing to disclose any details. The directors of the project knew that revealing the truth would only make things worse. Inside the temple, Igor and Zhang found a room with walls made of a strange glowing material. In the center stood a mechanism, a sphere surrounded by orbit-like rings. "We left this for you," said the voice. "Who are you?" Igor asked. "The ones who came before," it replied. "We've been watching your ancestors, just as you now watch the stars." "Are you aliens?" Zhang asked. "We are your shared origin," the voice continued. "We left Earth centuries ago, leaving behind beacons to warn you of danger." The sphere lit up, displaying a hologram of Earth. On the map, a red marker blinked. "That's Baikonur," Igor murmured. "Lunar Alliance." The astronauts returned to their base and re-established contact with Earth. Ermek Zholdasov listened intently to their report before contacting the military. "That location matches an old Soviet arsenal," said a general. "It was supposed to be decommissioned years ago, but what if something was left behind?" Panic spread. If the arsenal was still active, it could cause a disaster. Kazakhstan and China held emergency talks while scientists worked tirelessly to decode the data from the moon. The temple's secrets opened new possibilities but raised more questions. Who built it? How were they connected to ancient Earth civilizations? On the moon, Igor and Zhang decided to revisit the temple. This time, they activated the mechanism. As soon as they touched the panel, another hologram appeared. It showed Earth with a red glow spreading from Baikonur. "It's a warning," the voice said. "Time is running out." On Earth, a race against time began. The Baikonur site was sealed off, and a team of experts ventured deep into the old arsenal. There, they found a device eerily similar to the sphere from the moon. Watching from the temple, Igor and Zhang realized their mission was far from over. On the far side of the moon, another beacon lit up. Perhaps the answers to all their questions lay there.